Hey everyone, it's your favorite gossip girl back with some juicy news. Snoop Dogg is not yet done exposing one of his close friends in the industry, Sean Love Combs, or as everyone calls him, Puff Daddy or Diddy. Snoop might have talked about what it was like to party with the music mogul and what happens behind closed doors, but today we're going to talk about how he revealed Puffy's next target for his infamous party. The music industry is so shady that a lot of people, especially young talents, have been taken advantage of already. Even the most popular artists and music legends know these deep, dark secrets, but not everyone is willing to expose those people who are using their money and power to get what they want from others. You must have heard a lot of bad things about P. Diddy. Well, more people are believing that he is bad news because even the people that used to be close to him are suddenly exposing him for all his inappropriate actions and questionable behavior. One thing that made Diddy quite the talk of the town is the speculation that he is closeted. The hip-hop industry has been very sensitive when it comes to the topic regarding sexuality. It was not only Diddy that is alleged to be gay, but there are a lot of artists who became afraid of revealing their true identity because of the harsh judgment of their fellow rappers. I mean, this is something that should have been addressed a long time ago already. Diddy can be whoever he wants to be and can choose to not address his sexuality for the rest of his life, but that was not the issue here. What is worrying is the fact that many people, especially rappers, are fearing him because of the stories that they are hearing about what Diddy does to the young talents that are asking him for help with their music. Fortunately, homophobia is being called out these days, and more artists are being called out because of their inappropriate remarks and statements about certain issues. I mean, it is just high time that we address the dark parts not only of the music industry, but also of the people who always get away with their wrongful actions. For sure, it is still a long journey, but people like Diddy should start paying for their mistakes even from the past. I bet that you have heard the speculations about him and his relation to Tupac and Notorious B.I.G.'s death. There was some proof about this, but Diddy, having all the money and influence that he has right now, is always able to escape these accusations. People's fear of him and the things that he is capable of doing makes him more confident to continue his shady behavior. You might already have an idea about what are the things that Diddy is forcing young talents to do, but there are rumors going around that before he offers a demo deal, he would first ask the person asking him for a favor to pleasure him in such unimaginable ways. Add to the fact that Puffy had a history of accusations about grooming young talents as well. Just think of what he did to Usher. The dude might be accomplished and big now, but he was forced back then to live with Puffy. He had no choice but to follow the orders of his record label's representative, and he was sent to Puffy's infamous flavor camp. The first time that you would hear it, you would certainly be like, what the F is that, and what do they do in that said camp?
Sending you over to something called Puffy Flavor Camp.
There you go.
To learn
Flavor Camp.
Yeah,
Flavor
that's
camp.
what it was called. And you're going to go to Puff Daddy's. He's going
In the 90s, do you understand what that's like?
Well, we might never really know the exact things that they do there, but one thing is for sure, Usher did not only learn how to make music when he was with Diddy, but he was certainly introduced to a lot of things that he should not have been allowed to experience at that age. Take note that he was just 14 years old at that time, and Puffy claiming that he had legal guardianship of Usher at that time just made things a lot worse. If you want to get the latest updates about these controversies about Diddy and other artists, then make sure that you subscribe to our channel right away. I have more stories to delve into, so be the first one to learn about this hot news. Now, going back to the video. A clip of Kevin Hart interviewing Diddy made rounds online because of how creepy Puff's statement was. He mentioned how he and Usher used to wake up in the same bed. This was not the first time that Diddy made people uncomfortable with his statements. Obviously, Usher is still keeping quiet about what are the things that happened during his one-year stay with Diddy because he was not aware of what was happening back then. For sure, the young Usher does not have an idea and was never able to identify if he was groomed by Diddy before. Besides, he must be feeling like he owes Diddy big time because he helped him in his career as well. It is nothing new to feel indebted to someone who groomed you anyway. Usher was asked in an interview about what it was like to live with Puff. The host said, "Puffy's place was just filled with chicks and orgies like non-stop, right?" Usher hesitantly answered, "Nah, not really."
Puffy's place was like just filled with chicks and orgying like nonstop, right?
No, not really. I
Come
mean,
on.
but hey, it was curious. I got a chance to see some things.
Yeah, but you were 13. What were you
I
seeing?
went there to see the lifestyle.
He never goes into detail about what happens in the flavor camp because, again, he surely does not want to offend Diddy or anger him. Until now, we never really know what the purpose of Puffy's flavor camp is. But some people have theories, and they are claiming that this is just Diddy's way or cover-up to take advantage of young and aspiring talent. He allegedly is taking these boys to his camp not for music, but to manipulate and force them to do things against their will in exchange of helping them making it big in the industry. If he is capable of doing this unscathed, just imagine all the possible things that happen in his secret parties. A lot of popular celebrities already attended Diddy's infamous parties. For some, it is an honor to even be invited in one. Snoop Dogg, on the other hand, has got some interesting takes on Diddy's events. It is no secret that Snoop was under the rival record label of Diddy's, Bad Boys record, back then. But as years pass, these two eventually become friends and even teases a possible collaboration. Out of all people, Snoop is confident that Diddy would not plan something shady against him, just like what he allegedly did to some of Snoop's best mates in the 90s. It was kind of ironic, you know? Diddy is a known womanizer in front of the cameras, but behind closed doors, it was men he truly likes to play around with. Even Gene Deal, his former bodyguard, had exposed him about how he was possibly related to the death of B.I.G. Not only that, but he has also spoken about how he was the one a lot of the things that Diddy did before. He said that he was once asked to guard the door and to not let anyone in while Diddy was inside the room with J.A. Rule.
Puff and Ja Rule runs out the room. Puff got his towel, Ja grabbing his towel, but they butt the naked. And so then Ja was like, yo, what's going on?
Jaguar Wright also exposed Puffy for making an employee do things to please him, and that he allegedly said that he can do anything that he wants in his own building. This dude is obviously so confident because he knows that he has the money to dodge and get away from all the accusations. And even though a lot of celebrities and artists were able to party with Diddy and see what goes on in these events, only few people have the guts to talk about it. Some would always answer safely when being asked about the inappropriate acts, but no one really slandered him for the truth. They are afraid of him, obviously, even Usher and Jamie Foxx, who only talked about the glamour and wildness of these parties, but never the creepy details. Even Snoop does not want to be on Diddy's bad side. He might have talked about how he should watch out for his behavior because more rappers are getting afraid to party with him these days, but that is just it. No juicy details and info. They are never crossing the line when it comes to Puff. Maybe they owe him something, or they just do not want to be involved in a mess with him. We get that though, but if the speculations about him grooming young people are true, then he should be called out for this and stop this creepiness all at once. This makes us wonder who he is eyeing at the moment, because there is a huge possibility that he would force whoever this was to do indecent acts before helping them. These days, we should be making young talents realize that they do not have to hold on to the promises of someone like Diddy, because they can always make a name for themselves with their talent. But I guess the harsh reality is that money and connections will always get you faster to your destination than just pure luck and talent. Some people are still making fun of Diddy's sexuality, not realizing how serious this situation is. It is already an open secret that his parties are just traps to lure young boys and talents to party with him until he has the chance to manipulate them into doing whatever he wants. What a creepy guy. Remember the video where he was almost forcing Fabulous to party with him, and the guy was obviously uncomfortable with Diddy?
Mr. Lee,
yeah, I love this drink.
Where you put my bag
I like
at?
when you like this, Daddy.
Yeah, where you put my bag
Daddy,
at,
I like
Mr.
when
Lee?
you
It's
scrambling
right
and
here.
scraping for shit.
No, I got notes
like
and
that.
shit. You know, I'll be practicing.
Well, that is it. What are your thoughts on this? Thank you for watching, and do not forget to subscribe to our channel, like this video, and click on the notification below to be updated whenever we have a new update. Until next time, stay tuned for more juicy gossip.